that sound about right?
Oh, hello everybody and welcome back to the Futures. We got Ben, our one and only MMA fighter, in recovery, still in the cast. But hey, only about 2 more weeks left, right? Is that what you said, Ben? About 2 more weeks?
6 weeks, sir.
Okay.
6 weeks.
I cannot remember anything. That's like the third thing I've forgotten in the green room. That was told to me on short notice. So, 6 weeks in recovery. How long has the total recovery been?
Well, we're looking at probably 6 months away from the fight count. So,
Wow.
Oh,
6
wow.
months. All right.
but I'll start running and
When you-
exercising within 6 weeks. So that's good.
Oh, man.
Perfect. When you say fight
Yes, sir.
camp, do you travel to the camp? Do you stay there for a couple days and then come home? Like, is it like a weekend thing, or is
Uh-oh.
Right.
Frozen.
just? I'm
Phone's
curious,
back.
genuinely curious.
I travel.
You do travel to the camp
Travel?
and stay for a few days, and then
Order filled.
So what we do? Well, I live actually like 5 minutes away.
oh, perfect.
Yeah,
Amazing.
yeah. I live 5 minutes away from the gym.
If you guys haven't
Cool.
met Ben before, Ben is he's a professional MMA fighter. Busted his wing training a couple weeks ago. Well, 2 months ago. Does that sound about right?
No, well, actually 6 months ago, I was in a fight camp and I threw a left punch and just dislocated my coach
Oh.
Neo.
Lost Ben.
No, I'm here. You guys hear me?
Oh, okay. Yeah, you're
Oh, there he is. Yeah.
Yeah, there's construction going around the area. That's probably why.
Oh,
Affecting the
man.
internet. Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn. Well, how you been trading in the meantime? You've been trading okay. Markets have been weird.
So,
I think you had some trades in your personal
honestly,
account. Yeah, what's up?
I've heard a lot of negative things coming towards the markets recently. I saw a couple traders step down for this month, like Kane stepped down. Trader Kane, he's a popular
Mhm.
inner circle trader. I've
Mhm.
seen Tanja going into a lot of losing streaks. People are having struggles, but the thing that keeps these profitable traders together is, for example, Kane decided, you know what, this is not my month. Let me just take the month off. Let me reflect. Let me see what I could do to become a better day trader. And what I'm going to focus on is minimizing that risk and just try to be the most profitable trader I can, even in these losing streaks. Because there's been a bunch of difficulties with the tariffs going around, especially with China. They're crying, but they're not saying anything. It's hurting them. They just don't want to confess to it. And Donald Trump also is still holding, but still is pushing tariffs towards Canada. So everything is just a complete mess right now. That's why we're seeing pumps and dumps and then just straight up.
Oh, construction. Oh, you're back. Okay, there we go.
Mhm.
We had a nice pump at 11.
Hey, we got a hot take
I
in the
wasn't
chat
speaking.
right now.
Ooh.
Listen to this hot take from the chat and tell me what you think about it. Top Trade says these markets are newbie friendly. It's the pros who are struggling. What do you think of that comment?
I disagree.
Interesting. Very interesting, isn't it?
Why?
I thought about it
Did they
like
say
that.
why they thought this was noob friendly?
Yeah, let's hear some context.
But yeah,
You can
you
even
can't
put a
just say
poll in the
that.
chat.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I can't drop a hot take and not just defend it.
What makes it?
I would disagree.
We got a couple people saying false. Yeah.
I would disagree.
What
I
makes
think,
it newbie friendly?
Yeah, I don't know. Nothing in my mind. Honestly, JD, I think the easiest time to trade, I think for us on TopStep TV in the last year or so, was probably the era of the NVIDIA pump. I thought that was maybe
That was fun.
the
Mhm.
most straightforward uptrend trading we could get. There was no tariff news. There was nothing crazy going on. I mean, I'm sure there was something crazy, but it wasn't really hitting the market super hard. It was all NVIDIA all the time. AI is the shit. Bid. Wake up by Nasdaq. And then I think really it's when that sort of shifted and changed, then the market got really hard because now you can't just buy all the time.
Yep.
But I want to hear their answer. I want to hear their
Mr.
answer.
JD.
I'm interested to hear also. What's up, Ben? What can I do for
So
you?
I just wanted to ask you guys, are you guys more of a buy type of gal or like looking for shorts usually? Because I know, for an example, one of my good friends, Vince, he trades and he only looks for shorts, even in bullish market conditions.
Mhm.
He'll look for that retracement. Are you guys
There are
more in
plenty
the
of,
long?
there are plenty of traders outside.
Yeah. What
There
are
are
you
plenty of
guys
traders
usually?
like that that I've met.
Yeah.
I like playing both sides of the market, depending on
Yeah.
what the market structure looks like. You got to have a
I agree.
strategy for all types of scenarios. If it's trending up, if it's trending down, if it's moving side, if it's trending sideways. There's only 3 directions the market could go. And if you're stuck on just one direction, you're leaving a lot of opportunity, or you're taking a lot of opportunity off the table, just staying on one side of the market. Also,
There's actually a
just
great
being on
book
one
about
side of
that.
the market.
Ooh, what's the book?
What's the book?
It's called Trading Zen. So it's sort of like a meditation book. I'm not really into meditation. I don't know. I never
Okay.
believed in it. I think it's personally not for me.
Fair.
And but it talks about dualistic thinking, which means that stop trying to be set on a narrative, because if you're wrong, you're gonna pay double the price. So instead, be dualistic, like you said, market structure. By the way, speaking of market structure, I have some zones marked off of market structure. Have you guys ever read the book called Larry Williams?
Wait, the book
Larry
itself
Williams.
is called Larry Williams? Or is he
Yeah,
the
so there's
author?
a book. Well, sorry. Well, Larry Williams wrote a book about market structure.
Okay.
And he talks about intermediate highs, intermediate lows, long-term highs, and long-term lows. I think that's a
Oh.
great book, especially for starters. That's what I read for market structure.
Oh, yeah.
I think we
I
lost
really
your
trade.
charts there, Ben.
He's a funny website. ireallytrade.com. Well done, Larry.
What's his last name again? Larry what?
Larry Williams.
Order filled.
Oh, my chart's
Right,
definitely
Larry
dipped. Hold on.
Oh, you still got mine up there. That's cool. Yeah.
Good Lord.
Yeah, we were talking market structure with Deanna and Anne Marie yesterday. It's definitely
Yeah, there we go. So what do you got in your chart? Did you get your chart we shared? If not, it's okay. I got mine back up again. Where's the in Dorito land?
DMS is literally wrong. Just made us-
Really slowed up. Sure, chat knows the title of it. I don't even have chat up. My charts are just not behaving. What the hell's going on?
Not much happening right now, though. No big deal, Dolby. We're sitting right on
Okay.
top of our point of control in the
Shocker.
S&P. Actually, I'm gonna pull up the micro chart. See where we're at there.
Let's see if the charts will behave this time. Okay.
See.
I see us in a big wedge right now in the Nasdaq. I got like bottom of the Dorito is like 20,080s, and then high of the Dorito is like 20,160.
Mm-hmm.
We'll
Yeah,
see
we
if
were
can
dead
get
in the
out of
middle.
it.
We're smack dab in the middle of this range in the S&P too. There's a range. Even tighten this up a little if we want. Pretty much trading right in the dead center middle of this range, going back to 9:30 Central Time this morning. So are we dead in the middle? No. We could put a cheap short on and break out to the downside here, looking for a retest of these lows, or we could just do nothing and play the extremes of the range at the moment. For now, just sitting on my hands. House comes down $90. Not going to try and blow this thing up too bad, but I'd like to put a trade on and get back to even for the house account. I do have the keys, so Ben, what are you looking at in the markets right now? You see anything that catches your eye?
Right now, we're jumping off of a 30-minute imbalance. And I'm pretty sure we still have the exact same imbalance on the hourly. And let me just remove all the... Yeah, we have it. It's currently untapped. So honestly, there's two ways this could play out. One, we drop, and we make our way back down all the way to yesterday's New York low and grab that long-term low.
Would you care to go over what some of these abbreviations are? LTL, STL.
And we go for that imbalance. So a lot of things can happen in this scenario.
Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, New York AM low from yesterday.
Yeah.
That's
What's
what I'm looking at.
What was that other one? LTL and STL?
So long-term high is
Okay.
where most of the liquidity is standing. That's the long-term liquidity. Long-term low is also another liquidity.
Oh,
And we
okay.
have short-term low, which is the Asian. We swept it. We already took it. But if we're gonna head lower, it'd be about time,
Okay. I got you. I'm all cut up. What's ITH? Like interim? Something?
Intermediate high. So pretty much it's
close.
where price rebalances a certain swing and price decides to push lower, and that high is untouched. So that high has never been taken before, which makes it an intermediate high. It rebalances an imbalance, making it a significant high. So intermediate high, you can use it in a way where price shouldn't go above if you're still in a narrative. So if I'm looking for shorts, I don't want to see price going above that intermediate high. It can come to the 50%, but it can't go above it. It can't break the structure.
Got it. Okay, thank you for the clarification on that. Everyone likes labeling their charts a little bit different. No two traders' charts are the same. It's like a fingerprint. It's like a fingerprint. We really are stuck in this wedge here. Right at point of control, huh, JD? 20,133.
Right on it. Same with the ES.
my
I got a point of control, real-time point of control, 56.79.75. So we're sitting right on top of that also.
That's not great.
I mean, there's a case for a 3-minute bull flag here. We can get in on a cheap long. We know what our risk is without risking the entire downside of this range.
Oh yeah, you probably get like 10, 15 points out of it.
Do you guys like my new candlesticks?
Yeah,
Red and white.
Pretty. Yeah, they're pretty.
They're
man.
cool. They're cool.
I like- Really naughty,
Man.
you'll get banned. And if you're super naughty, you might get a message from Hecker. And if you've really effed up, then you're talking to Jack. That's how that goes.
We're growing, guys. We're building. The team's growing.
are.
We're building. We're building.
Ah,
It
there
used to
she
be,
is, Andrea in chat. Shout out.
For 2 years, it used to be if we weren't on air, then we were working the production box or doing something else behind the scenes.
Uh-huh. It's nice.
Now we actually get
Cool.
bathroom breaks. I got
We
2
do.
bathroom breaks this week.
Get out of here, 2 of them. And some people were joking about the Dorito in chat, but that Dorito pattern held up. We could not get above 160s. We got the top of the Dorito at about 150s and sold off 20 points. 20 points from there. The Dorito is strong. Okay, Rusty Trombone. Shout out to my boy Luke. Just got his first payout. Hell yeah, buddy. Let's go. That is awesome. Ben, what's it like taking your first payout? Do you remember what it was like?
Good question.
That's a very good question. The first time I got a payout, what did I do with that money? What I did with it, or how I felt?
No, how you felt? I mean, who cares what you spent? it
Oh,
on?
I felt proud. I felt like I was never gonna blow an account. I felt like the king, felt on top of the world, And then obviously you're consistent for a month or two, and then you start getting those losing streaks, and that's where you get tested. So obviously the first payout, you always feel like the king of the world, and then you get humbled.
Mm-hmm.
That's what
Yep.
But you got to stay disciplined, risk management, stay on track, and dude, keep your head up. That's what I can say. People that don't keep their head up usually go back, start over trading, over leveraging. Just take it on the chin.
Yep.
No pun intended.
Yep.
Yes, chat. I know
Hey,
what
Dolby.
a wedge pattern is. I know what a wedge pattern is. It's called
Hey,
marketing.
Dolby, Steve Finno in the chat says, why don't you just call it a wedge? Like everyone else.
I'm gonna call it.
Aren't you
Dorito
glad that
pattern.
Steve Finno? Yeah, aren't you glad Steve Finno isn't the boss of you?
No, because I have to go and write a whole trading book, and I have to redefine everything that's already been defined before in my own terminology. Then I can resell it. So Dorito chat, learn it. 2027, rebranding all the technicals into my own world. Y'all can buy it for $30. Hashtag Dolby Concepts. Nice, Dan.
Dolby Concepts. We're all coming up with our own concepts. And
That's
get to work
one of
on
my
your
favorite
concepts. Get to work on your concepts. We'll share them here on TopStep TV.
Yep.
You guys
we've
got to
got
have me
Dakota
on in the
concepts.
morning.
Oh, is that your
You
time?
can have more trades.
Oh, you like fast
yeah.
markets?
I mean, that's when the
Yeah.
market's moving. I don't know what to tell you. It's
Not everybody likes it, man. Not everybody likes trading in the morning. Not everybody likes it. I don't like trading in the morning. Anytime I'm on fast markets, I'm like, what the hell is going on in these markets? How do you guys even trade this stuff? It's so fast. It's so volatile. I also have flashbacks to like waking up, getting really excited for the trading session. Market opens. It's 8:30. You start placing some trades, and then you're blown out of your account, or hit your PLL
PTSD.
within 15 minutes. And it's like, damn, it's 8:45. I got no more ammo to trade with. That sucks. I like waiting a little bit. But hey, Ben, thanks for stopping by, man.
Thank you so much, guys.
45 minutes flew by. Glad you're healing well. You're doing your physios and your rehabs and all that. Let us know when you feel good again. If you got those fights, you start fighting again. Would love to.
You guys are invited.
MMA fighter, man.
You guys are invited. 100%.
Right.
Sure, we'll be there.
I'll get my top step crop top. I'll be the ring girl for your.
Whoa!
Yeah.
Not trying to throw up before the fight.
Shop.topstep.com, everybody. Boom. All right. Coming up next.
Marking the time down to that, John.
Reversal challenge. Zona, Coach Jay. Actually, the great return of the one and only Zona. He's coming back. It'll be Coach Jay, Andre, and myself. Andre is the returning champion. It has been a while. The Top Step has retained the crown. Let's see if we can do it again. So coming up next, Reversal Challenge. Stick around, everybody.
Lovely.
Click like, click, click like, click subscribe. This is Top Step TV.